Hi, I'm Sam from the T-shirt game. And the question was asked, what company makes a good heat press? Now, I am not advertising for any company. I don't get paid to do this. I'm just telling you from experience. I have a Hotronix clam heat press, and also I have uh, the desk one. It's pretty. I can't remember exact name, but it cost me a couple of $1,000s. But I will tell you, Hotronix are one of the best heat presses you could buy on the American market. They range between $600 to $8,000. Now, am I going to tell somebody to invest in an $8,000 machine and they're just starting out? No, I'd be crazy. You would only invest in a machine like that if you know that you're going to be serious about the business and you need all the options that go with it. There's lots of different things that go with a standard heat press, especially if you're going to be doing t-shirts, basic t-shirts. Um, with my clam, it has adjustable platens. It's a 16 by 20 if that's too big and I need to print baby stuff. We have 8 by 10. We need to do bags. We need to do, and I think it has 11 by 14. I mean, has so many different options, even down to like a 4 by 6 that you can actually do just left chest or right chest, whatever side of the shirts that you decide to print on. Or if you just want to print in the middle of the shirt and you can arrange it. It's very, very simple. Yes, you can do a lot of stuff on a 16 by 20, but there are some limitations. Now, they just came out with a new platen, which really helps a lot of people out. It's called the neck tag platen. But actually, the reason why I like the neck tag platen, and I would say this option is great because it helps the beginner that doesn't know how to line up the t-shirt. It automatically lines up so your shirt is square on the heat press. You press your design and your neck tag at the same time. I mean, if you're not in the neck tags, then it's not worth getting it. But it's an awesome heat press. I was just telling you some of the options that it has along with it. I mean, I love my machines. I've printed tens of thousands of shirts on there. I've made good money with the shirts. I've had my first heat press that I bought, I think it was 2012. It's 2020. The both heat presses, I bought them within 2 or 3 months apart and still up and running. Haven't had a problem, thank God. But what I can tell you, every shirt that I press, even heat, when I set that temperature, 330 degrees, I know it's there. I'm not worried. 375, I know it's there. Now we're getting into more delicate garments like leather. Yes, I can press leather on mine, but there's a new option that's out now for my particular heat press. And I'm just telling you what goes along and why it costs so much. It has a lower heated platen. And that is one of the most awesome things that you could have. There's not too many heat presses that are on the market that have this option. This lower heat press gives you lower temperature time. So it's safer with your material. You can actually press on one side 285 degrees and the other side 300, and you're not burning your garments. You know, when you're buying these Amazon presses, especially the 200, excuse me, when you're buying a $200, $300 press, you will find out scorching is something that happens a lot. It's not something that you want to do, but it just happens because it's not, I say, controlled. The heating is not controlled. And anytime that you have a heat press where you have to use a heat temperature gun to tell you actually what a digital display is, it's not too good in my opinion. And first of all, that takes away from my press time because I can put a t-shirt together in less than 20 seconds. Lay it on the press, get it set up, take my transfer, boom, hit it with the heat, 8 seconds, boom, done. I can do 100 t-shirts in an hour's time easily. That's not even pushing myself. Some people would take a day, 2 days, a week to do it, but my equipment is set up for me to work, to be profitable. I just think, this is my opinion, that's a great heat press. Now, there are tons of heat presses on the market, but we're talking buying it once and not buying another one. Why did I buy two? Because one has a table, a clam table, and I do shows, and I like the ability that I can roll the heat press in the middle of the floor, and it doesn't need a table. It also has two arms that stretch out, so I can put a shirt, or I can put whatever I need to put on the other side, my transfers. So it keeps me working. The other heat press is just a workhorse. I mean, I like both of them. I have the leg sleeve flatten, where it allows me to do the sleeves. I mean, it's just making my work so much easier, And when I had my store going, when I was doing custom t-shirts, I wasn't a job that I was afraid to touch because somebody needed a name on the back. Boom, I could do it. I could just take the t-shirt, flip it over on the press without pulling off, and hit the back, just like that. I thought that was cool. But that's my take on the Hotronix heat press. I don't get paid for them. From them, I'm not an affiliate. This is just what equipment that I use in my business that I suggest other people that can buy. For beginners, I wouldn't suggest the type of heat press that I have because I have a pro level heat press. But they have a starting out heat press at 600. Actually, they have one that starts, it's a 9x12. And you can do t-shirts on that. It's a crafter's t-shirt. And, even that t-shirt, that press is 300. I forgot all about that press. But that's very, very entry level. And next up, they have a $600 heat press. And they have another clam. That's about 8, 9. And it's entry level of pros. And it's all worth it. The only thing is the platins aren't interchangeable on those. So, I mean, that's just depending on if you want to keep reinvesting in the heat presses, But if you want to get a heat press, you can get one off Amazon for $200, 8-in-1, 10-in-1. I've had one before. They're not great. I've had a lot of problems with them. I'm just not a fan of those. I'm not knocking it. Everybody has to start where they can afford, but I'm just telling you, sometimes you're setting yourself backwards. Have a good day.